unbelievable. And can you recall any memorable moments in terms of there are a lot of strong fighters coming up there, but is there any memorable moments that have stood out for you with the fighters you've trained in the past?
Yes, of course, plenty of them. Yes, maybe somebody can't put on TV. But yes, look, obviously the performances from the athletes, and I suppose that the recent one with Paddy Burns, his performances in the European Championships were out of this world.
Yeah.
All of his 4 contests, he was outstanding, so controlled, you know, and his performance was excellent. And I have to say too, that Darren O'Neill's silver medal, it was a fantastic achievement. He's been through hell and back as regard injuries and being unlucky, and you know, to finally stay at it at 24 years of age, to come through and deliver was fantastic.
And is it true, I saw an interview with you, and is it true that Ireland still are the only country that train with the Russians? Is that
yeah,
true?
well, we've been unfortunate since Beijing. They haven't allowed us back into their camp.
Oh.
The news is that they're a bit afraid of us. They won 3 medals in the Olympic Games and we won 3 medals, so their new director was not wanting us back in, but we're still trying, and hopefully we'll try and get back there before London.
That would be great. And what do you think are the key characteristics of a great coach?
Oh, that's a tough one. There's many characteristics in it. I suppose there's a wide range of things to make a good coach, and it's very hard to pinpoint any of them, but I suppose in general it's got to be patient.
Yeah.
You've got to be very patient with kids, you know, and it's really about getting into their head and psychologically getting them to buy in and empowering those kids, so that you have a joint approach to where you're heading rather than dictating where you're going.
And it must be hard to keep them motivated as well in this kind
of... I'm very fortunate. The guys that get into our gym, they're knocking on the door to get into high performance gym. And so they come into the gym and all around them, they're Olympic medalists, world medalists, European medalists. You know, so they don't know any other culture. This is where you know, I'm going to win medals, because all these guys have won medals. So, and they're all motivated. They want to go. Their lifetime dream is to go to the Olympic Games. And so it's very good motivation. But there is times, you know, somebody have had a bad run, a bit of bad form, that they need to be motivated, they need the arm around them, need to bring them back in, you know, reset their goals, reset their targets, and then make them achievable, and then they start to feel good about themselves again, and then they start to get better performance.
How hard do boxers have to train to kind of get to this absolute peak performance for your peak performance gyms? And any tips that you can give any budding boxers out there?
It's a tough regime, you know. Physically, it's one of the toughest sports. We train twice a day. In our own stadium, we train twice a day for 4 days a week. Then we rest on a Saturday, train in the clubs on Sunday and Monday, and back into us on Tuesday. So it's then we have training camps abroad as well. So it's a really tough regime of training, and very dedicated, because it's a weight category sport as well. Yeah. So you got to watch what you're eating. Obviously, you need fuel for your muscles to perform, but you have to watch, maybe take down some kilos. So it's very tough in that. Tips for young lads, you know, is go into the sport as a kid, enjoy it, see where it takes you, play all sports, and you will learn something from all of them, and then you'll find your own way. You'll find which one you're better at and which one you feel that you want to go and give it a real go. But when you give it a go, don't leave any stone unturned. You know?
Absolutely.
Make the commitment. You can't half train in boxing, because unfortunately you get hit. There's nobody going to score a goal or a point against it. They're actually going to hit you. You know, so you get beat up if you don't train hard. So if you're going to commit to boxing, you've got to be dedicated, or else you're going to be sorry.
100%. And finally, if I was a betting person, 2012, what do you think?
No, there's no pressure.
How many medals?
No pressure. How many medals? Medals at the Olympic Games are very rare. You know, we will hope we have the quality in our gym that are able to perform. But it's all about the performance on the day. And if we get a performance, and we all believe this in the gym, all the boxers believe this, if we get a performance and tactics right, we can beat anybody in the world. But it's on that day. And the other side of it is, anybody in the world can beat us on that day. So we'll be on the day, we will be there, I think we will be there knocking on the door for medals, and hopefully we get the performance right, and then we bring back a little bit of history, hopefully.
That's great. Thank you so much for the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Take care.